All right, and we begin this hour with what is major financial news. The former parent company of Silicon Valley Bank is now filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
SVB Financial is now separate from the bank following its takeover by the FDIC.
Now, this filing comes just a week after regulators shut down the bank after a run on the financial institution. This was the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history.
CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Khristopher Brooks joins us now here in studio. Khristopher, welcome. So what does this bankruptcy filing mean for the future of Silicon Valley Bank's former parent company?
Well, we don't actually have the direct answer to that, but if I were to give an educated guess, I would say it's probably lining itself up for a potential sale. And even this morning, when SVB Financial announced their bankruptcy filing, they sort of hinted at that in the news release, saying they're exploring all these strategic options for the assets that they have. And typically, when companies file for bankruptcies, one of the reasons they do that is so that they can preserve the assets that they have and so that they look more attractive to a potential new buyer. So I think if it was an educated guess, I would say probably a sale, but I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. We don't know for sure.
And to the average viewer, this might be confusing because the former bank, its executives were, they got the fire from the government. They got the punishments. They lost their money. They're being investigated by a lot of financial firms. The new or current SVB is a bridge bank, encouraging people to bring in money because those loans are protected. Just help us understand the difference between what was SVB and what exists now.
Absolutely. So what we knew, I guess, earlier this year to be SVB technically doesn't exist anymore. So that went away when the FDIC completely took it over. And on paper, that is an entity that just vanished. The bridge bank is that new bank that exists in place of SVB, and that's the bank that the federal government and everybody in the banking system is saying, that's okay. Your money is set there. If you want to deposit or withdraw money as a customer, as an investor, all that is fine. So it's two separate entities that sort of have the same name, but that's the reason why there's some of that confusion, because under SVB Financial, it was Silicon Valley Bank, but from the collapse, it was taken over by federal regulators.
And just as a follow-up, SVB Financial now being sued by shareholders. Does this bankruptcy in any way protect them from that?
It'll delay it. It won't completely protect the firm. But when you're under bankruptcy, you can't go through any of those legal proceedings. The bankruptcy process has to go through first. So it doesn't take it away, but it'll definitely elongate those proceedings because bankruptcy has to come first.
Interesting. Let's talk about First Republic. So 11 major U.S. banks announced a $30 billion rescue package for First Republic Bank. What impact could that have when it comes to confidence in the U.S. banking system?
Right. Well, I sort of think of confidence in two different buckets, right? The bucket of the everyday customer, the person who goes in and deposits or withdraws money, and then the confidence of the investor, the person who actually invests in that company. So for the customer, for the everyday customer, I think that $30 billion will really, really give them strong confidence in this company and that their assets will be okay. And investors, they're a different type of person, right? Like the confidence that they're looking for isn't so much of, can I actually get my money out of an ATM? They're going to be looking for changes on that balance sheet that makes them more confident. I mean, one of the things that really concerned investors about SVB was that it had a ton of unsecured deposits. It had some unrealized losses on its books. And, to some degree, not as much as SVB, but First Republic had some of those same problems, right? So if you were an investor in that type of bank, you're like, I want to see some holistic top-down changes so that you don't look as much as SVB before I'm confident in investing in this company going forward.
Yeah, that's a really good point. A lot of people criticize the VCs who are too aggressive and too ambitious in returns for why some of this happened in the first place. Khristopher Brooks, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us today.
Yep.